Coming up on this episode of Hamilton Eats, Sam's Meat and Cheese, Sensational Samosa, Jonny Blonde Kitchen, Knead Pizza, and Chef Patrick Wiese. So I personally spend a lot of time here at the Hamilton Farmers Market. And one of the places I guarantee you'll see me at is at a counter that has over 350 different artisanal cheeses and cured meats. Now we're gonna go in and talk to my boy Jason Zerdin, third generation here at Sam's Cheese and Meats. So Jason, thank you so much, brother man, for bringing me behind the counter, a place that I love to be. And you know, it's so cool because really, in essence, I can't do what I do without you doing what you do. So this is super special for me today.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure. Absolutely. Now, you're going to be making one of my all-time favorite sort of go-to sandwiches. Why don't you tell everybody what you're doing today?
Today we're making the Meet the Boss, which is a variant of our muffalata sandwich. This is the party sandwich.
This is my sandwich right here. This is my go-to. All right. Hit me, man. What are we doing?
So what we're going to start off is with a local bun. Well, it's not a bun, it's a loaf. It's actually purchased here in the market, and it's locally made. So what we're going to do is I cut into 3, so it's double layered. So I'm going to start off with some Ontario provolone.
Okay, so provolone cheese, so something nice and creamy, yet not too overwhelming. Okay.
And from here, what we're going to start with next is we do an Ontario shaved Black Forest ham.
Okay. You're building this like a deck of cards, man. This is fantastic. The meat that you're putting on this, all of this is Ontario product as well. Amazing.
Well, you know, we try to support local business, and if we can't get it in town, locally made, we try to get it from Ontario. You got to keep everybody working. It's all about the senses and arousing them.
Wow, let me tell you. This is doing something a little special for me right now. Okay, what's next?
So the next layer we're going to do is mortadella, which is another Ontario product.
So what's special about mortadella?
Mortadella, you know, it gives a really rich flavor. You know, there's a little bit of oil in there.
I love the little fatty bits in there because it's so creamy.
You know, my mom came back with the recipe originally back in the 90s. She went to New Orleans back in 91 for Mardi Gras with my father, and they loved the sandwich so much that my mom brought it back, and instead of having 4 ingredients in our muffalata, there's 32.
You have 32 ingredients in your muffalata.
32 mixed vegetables.
Jeez, that is a lot in a muffalata.
So this right here is actually Parma prosciutto right from Italy. And this is another one that gives it that rich flavor again.
Now it's going to add some salt to this as well.
It definitely will. It gives it that velvety texture.
Love it. Now, how long has Sam's Cheese and Meats been here in the market?
My grandparents started this place back in 1959.
You guys have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like 55, 56 years now.
56 years this year.
Incredible. Okay, now the suspense is killing me here because there's one last ingredient that you put on this, which is my favorite. What are we putting on here?
This right here is the muffalata.
Oh, that looks so good.
That's for you, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Spice, richness, you know what? It tastes like all of those things all wrapped in.
People try to emulate this but never duplicate it.
Well, I guess that's why it's a secret recipe, right?
And that's it. There's only 2 people in the world with this recipe, my mom and myself.
Now, I like as well that you're putting the muffalata right on the bread, which means it's going to soak right in. It's not going to sort of drip out off of the cheese or the meat. I mean, you're actually building your flavor right into the sandwich. And for those of you who aren't aware about a proper way to build a sandwich, there really is one, and this is definitely it. Look at that masterpiece. Jason, this is yelling at me to take it over. Please let me have some of this.
The honor's all yours, sir.
Oh, you're gonna let me cut this? Okay, if I'm cutting this, I'm going right through the middle. And you ready? Let's take a look at this bad boy. Oh, that is fantastic. Now, how many people does this sandwich serve?
That one will serve 10.
This would definitely serve 10 people. Okay. That is a work of genius. All right, I'm diving in. That is so good. Everything works. There's so much flavor in this itty bitty tiny little sandwich. This is unbelievable. You can see everything that you're getting in there. My favorite part, that muffalata, the way it just adds that little bit of moisture that you need in that gorgeous sandwich. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Jason, I can't thank you enough. This is Hamilton Eats here in the Hamilton Farmers Market. So I'm at one of my favorite places here in Hamilton, the Hamilton Farmers Market. And today we're going to be featuring a place that has been established here since 1989 and is the very first place here at the market to offer prepared foods to go. Now you can have it here if you like as well, but we're going to go behind the scenes and talk to Executive Chef Kevin Gamble here at Sensational Samosa. So Kevin, thank you so much. I am so glad to be on this side of your incredible little kitchen setup that you have here. And for the last 10 minutes, I've been sitting here smelling all of this incredible stuff. Tell me what it is that you're going to be making for us today.
Awesome, Dan. I'm really appreciating you come by today. Today we are making our Osh Persian stew. I just started to saute the onions and garlic in some nice coconut oil.
This is what's been getting me going for the last few minutes.
That's been going on for about 15-20 minutes, getting a nice little bit of color in there.
Okay.
Getting them nice and soft.
Good caramelization, and the coconut oil smells fantastic.
Amazing, eh? We add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt.
Okay.
We add a little bit of ground pepper.
Pink salt, ground black pepper.
Yeah. A little bit of cayenne pepper. And as you're adding each one in, I like to stir it in.
Okay.
So I'm almost making like a little bit of a masala for the soup. So that was a herbamere spice. It's almost similar to a salt, but it has some garlic powder and stuff in it also.
Fantastic.
And last but not least, the main ingredients is the turmeric.
Oh, good color, great
Amazing
flavor,
color,
that essence that will come through from that turmeric is so good. So all this flavor you're building right from the very beginning?
Yes, right from the beginning, because that's going to be the base to our flavor for the whole soup.
Fantastic.
Right.
So then once you get all those flavors together, what's the next step?
Well, next step, we let that cook for about 5-10 minutes. Just let it instill right into the garlic and onions. Then we add our water.
I'm that guy who is always going to want to go for like a chicken stock or a vegetable stock, but I mean, I don't even think that's necessary with all these flavors you started.
No, that's the key thing about this soup, is you make a nice masala with the spices we've laid out here today, and then it carries through the rest of the soup when you add the water.
Love it.
So we're going to add some barley, pearl barley. I put in about a cup or so. At the same time with the barley, I add the lentils. Same thing, about a cup or so, perfectly measured. This gives it like the meat of the soup. It gives it the fiber, it gives it the protein, it gives...
Very cool.
Yeah, very
That'll
nice.
help to thicken this up as well.
And it makes a nice thick stew. We've been simmering this soup now for about 3 hours, infusing all the flavors into all the ingredients. And during that, in the last half hour of making the Osh soup, we started to put in our fresh herbs. We put in some fresh dill, we put in some fresh coriander and some fresh parsley. Also, just at the end there, the last half an hour, we add all of our cooked beans. Now we have black beans, pinto beans, red beans, and chickpeas.
And you stir all of those in?
We stir all those in. It gets the flavor soaked into the beans. The herbs burst their flavor out to add to the soup. Now the beans, you can add anything you want. That's a nice thing about Osh. Any of your favorite beans, you can just put that in there.
Flexibility, I like that.
Yeah, it's a very versatile soup. Just before serving, we do a little punch of the fresh herbs again, just to give it that added flavor at the end. We're ready to go. Dan, are you ready?
Oh, are you asking me? I am so ready for this right now. It smells so good. You know what I really like? I can still smell the coconut.
Mm-hmm. Now, what we like to do with the soup is we like to put a couple garnishes. Now, we have the fried onion crisp, which is very nice. It gives a little crunch to the soup. And a little bit of yogurt, a little dollop. But also you can use sour cream, which is very nice. And top it off with a little bit of mint. Cooking the lentils and the barley for a few hours like that really makes it a nice, thick, hearty soup. Lots of protein, lots of fiber.
Wow. You know what's really cool? There's the cayenne right at the end.
Right at the end, nice little punch.
Stirring in those fresh herbs, really, like I can smell the herbs sitting right on the surface of this soup. This is so good. And just what's getting me right now is just how creamy this soup is, because cooking those beans in there has brought so much of this alive. And the fact that you pre-cooked some of your other beans and stirred them in means you get all of the benefits of the texture and the flavor of this incredible soup. And wow. I like the dill working with the coconut in there. Man,
Nice.
Kevin, I gotta tell you, this is spectacular. This is warming me up right from the inside, and I can't thank you enough for all of these incredible flavors. It has
really
been
appreciate
such
you
a
coming by
pleasure
today.
to be here and to enjoy this incredible flavor. You have to make your way here to the Hamilton Farmers Market and come here to Sensational Samosa, where you can get great food to stay and to go. My name's Chef Dan. This is Hamilton Eats. Bringing your passion from mobile kitchen and food truck to a brick and mortar location is not an easy feat. And with that, today we're going to go behind the scenes with somebody I have a tremendous amount of respect for in this community, bringing food to you for years. We're going to go and we're going to talk to Jonny Blonde here at the Jonny Blonde Kitchen. So I'm honored to be in the back, behind the scenes with Jonny Blonde. Thank you so much for bringing me back here.
Thank you for coming.
What are you doing today?
Today we're going to be making a big bad porchetta sandwich. It's my personal favorite on the menu. I would say probably one of the only things that is not going to change in my menu. I really just love this sandwich. Super delicious. Right here we got some roast pork loin that I've opened up, and then we stuffed it with fresh herbs, rolled it all back up. We tied it, and basically we just roast it real slow, low and slow, like 2 hours at about 280 degrees. Right here we got some beautiful pickled red cabbage, we got some arugula, we got some hot peppers, we have some Gouda cheese, and we're gonna finish it with some fresh sprouts. This right here is our homemade baguettes. Every morning I'm here at 6 a.m. cranking out baguettes and multigrain. I have since been working on a sourdough bread that is not coming out yet, but will be out in another month or two when I'm ready to bite off another chunk of something like that.
I'll tell you, the word on the street is this sandwich right now. So with everything that you've done with the food truck to this, it is just spectacular what's going on. What do you do to pickle your cabbage?
I just do a simple sugar and salt and vinegar, a little bit of water, so 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Just
clean and simple, right?
Clean and simple, bring it to a boil, let it chill. And then once it's chilled, we just put it into a thing and we take it out of our brine, and that's it.
Oh, I can smell the herbs in this. What herbs do you use when you roast your porchetta?
We got some sage, we got some thyme, we got some rosemary. This right here, this is just like a herb oil. This is all of those herbs that I just like to just right before I serve it, I'm just adding this to the pan just to get the scents going, and so that when you bite into this thing, it's like you're eating it with your nose before you even eat it with your mouth.
It smells like a garden is on fire in here right now. It's amazing.
I'm just gonna lay down some cheese. We're gonna lay down the base of this bad boy. Here we go. We're just gonna mount this up. We're gonna re-season this again. I know you guys just saw me season my pan. You just need a lot of salt with this dish, just to really just get the flavors.
Yeah, pork and salt is not a bad key, right?
That's exactly it. So here we got some roast garlic aioli. Real simple. We got some arugula here, and then we're gonna get some of the good amount of this.
Look how colorful this thing is. This is incredible. This is that street sandwich that you can come and get, and honestly, I would need to pull myself aside and apologize to everyone around me as soon as I start eating this. This is like 2 napkins under the elbow kind of sandwich.
This is, and actually everyone tells me this is like a 2-sitting sandwich. Everyone.
I don't know, I beg to differ.
Yeah,
I'll take care of this one for sure.
We'll see. So we got some hot peppers on there.
Bit of spice.
And then I'm gonna finish it off with some of we grow these in-house. These are like mustard greens.
Love it. A little bit of spice in there too.
Yeah. Oh, it totally amps it up, and we're gonna put a little extra on there just because, if we can. Voila! This is my signature bad boy for this shop. We're doing all sorts of different stuff. Like I said, I like to switch up the menu often, but this bad boy stays. This bad boy stays right here.
That is just gorgeous. Why don't you tell people what it's been like transitioning from your mobile food truck to your first sort of standalone location?
In the beginning it was like extremely petrifying. Like, I just feel like I built a really good name for myself with a food truck, and you're doing something new. You want to be awesome. You want people to love everything that you're doing. So I decided that because of our location being across from the hospital and it's going to be a lunch spot. So we decided we're going to make some new breads and just kind of make fresh meat like I've been doing kind of with the truck. But
you got to promise me and everyone that's watching this right now that you're going to not stop doing what you're doing, because this is so good. You know what's killing me here? What I'm in love with is how much herbs are coming through. I can taste it in the pork, but you've got that beautiful sort of herb oil that goes all the way, that just sort of envelops everything. And you take a look here, like a good sandwich, it should be a sloppy one. That is the sign of passion and love built into a porchetta. This is so good, man.
Awesome.
Oh, heat from the peppers. The Gouda is nice, it's mild, it's creamy, it's simple, it's real food. Like, it is not messing around kind of food. But you can taste the freshness, you can taste the passion behind it, and I mean, look at that. There's no question what's going on in this sandwich right here. Oh, Jonny, this is just unreal, man.
Thank you.
Unreal. Thank you so much. We are here in the Jonny Blonde Kitchen. You have to get here. You've seen it first on Hamilton Eats. So James Street North is quickly becoming a bit of a food mecca. And today we're going to go in and we're going to check out a great new spot by Shane McCartney, who owns Salt Lick. We're going to go check out one of the best slices of pizza you're going to get at Knead Pizza. Shane, thank you very much. So glad to be behind the scenes. What are you making for me today?
I'm making the brisket pizza, our Salt Lick pizza.
Yes, nothing like good brisket.
I'm going to start off with our house-made tomato sauce. It's a raw sauce, it's not cooked. It's a combination of plum sauce, crushed tomato, fresh basil, and a few other little secrets.
Oh, so super clean. A raw sauce is a very traditional sort of classic Italian. This is the way Nonas make it, so that when you cook your sauce, those flavors come alive naturally. Love it.
I'm going to give a little bit of brush with a garlic oil around the crust to make it nice and crispy while it's cooking.
Do you infuse your garlic into the oil?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Mozzarella cheese, so a little bit of aged mozzarella. So this is your brisket. Now, this is brisket from Salt Lick, your other place just up the street.
Yeah.
So how do you make this brisket?
We rub it, we inject it, and then we smoke it for about 14 hours.
14-hour smoked brisket. How can this pizza go wrong? Seriously.
A little sliced red onion. Lots of flavor in the red onions. I love red onions on pizza.
For sure.
And then creamy gorgonzola here.
Awesome.
Nice big chunks of it. And then house pickled jalapenos for a nice kick.
Okay. So looking for that little bit of zip, little bit of spice. So you pickle these here as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
We try to do everything in-house as much as possible, make everything from scratch.
Love it.
Develop our own flavors and style.
So what else do you do with this pizza?
Put it in the oven.
Fantastic. Very, very cool. Look at that. Blue cheese is melting. So is that more garlic oil that you're putting on there?
Yeah, we do 3 different layers of garlic oil on the crust.
Oh, that's dirty and fantastic all at the same time. What are you firing on the top of this?
Say fresh grated Parmesan.
So you've got blue cheese, mozzarella, and you're putting some Parmesan to finish?
Yep.
Yeah, of course you are. I love it. So that's coming right off the stone. Oh. Look at the color on this. Just gorgeous. You can hear the crust, just crispy and doughy all at the same time. Proper pizza.
Then we're going to finish it with some honey.
Just throwing some sweetness on there. Love it.
Goes really nice with the blue cheese and the smokiness of the brisket.
Yeah.
And a little bit of cilantro.
Cilantro. Okay, so that was one that I didn't expect, and I love it. Now, I'm a huge fan of cilantro, so I'm going to jump right in here. Oh, beautiful crust. Lots of flavor. Jalapenos. Oh, man. That brisket comes out. Like, that smoke sits right on the top. That is incredible. Beautiful tender crust that runs all the way through. Crispy on the outside. The parm and the honey. Surprising. So good. So good. Garlic oil is just sitting on the end. And I'm telling you, the part that gets me the most right here is the jalapeno with the fresh cilantro at the end, the savory blue cheese, and just that punch of smokiness from that brisket, which is so tender. So good. It's fantastic.
Yeah, there's lots going on there, but it all comes together nicely.
I can tell you that I need this pizza for sure. Shane, this is awesome. Everyone here on James Street North needs this pizza for sure. I love it. Thank you so much. You need to get in here. My name is Chef Dan Megna. This is Knead Pizza here on Hamilton Eats. Today I'm in the private home of Chef Patrick Wiese, who is the former private chef of Oprah Winfrey, Kate Beckinsale, and currently Avril Lavigne. And I have the privilege of being able to taste a dish that he's going to do right here in his own home as a chef's table for his intimate dining series. Well, Chef, thank you for inviting me into your home and into your kitchen. What is it that we're going to be doing today, brother? What is it we're going to be doing?
We are going to be playing with some Italian flavors. So I have some pork tenderloin I'm wrapping in caul fat. Got a little butter here, and actually you're going to help me out too.
Hey, I'm all right with that.
All right, so you can put a little bit of butter in that pan.
Okay.
And I made some homemade pesto that I got from the market, and a little bit of garlic and some pumpkin seeds. So it's a pumpkin seed pesto, and we're going to brown this, a couple of minutes on each side. You are going to put in our risotto fritters. Okay, this is risotto made with some black trumpet mushrooms, a little bit of maple syrup and saffron, and then coated in some fried onions.
Oh, fantastic. So you just want me to brown these up?
Brown those up, please.
All right, excellent. So we're going to fire those into some hot butter.
And caul fat is something that people don't know about, but it brings in a lot of flavor and moisture, and you know, it is the stomach lining of most cows, pigs. I mean, it is cows, pigs, stomach lining. But when you wrap things in caul fat, beautiful flavor.
It really holds your ingredients in too. So with caul fat wrapped around the pesto, it keeps that right close to the tenderloin without it falling apart as well.
So I'm going to take a couple minutes and brown each side. You're going to brown each side of the fritter. And we're going to put them in the oven. And then I like to just put a little bit of salt on top, a little bit of pepper. I have a preheated oven, 500 degrees. And then this will cook for about 7 minutes.
Okay, so 500 degrees, like real hot, like searing temperature.
Real hot, like you just want to be able to sear the outside, and this is going to keep a lot of moisture in the inside. And now we're going to put together our plate. I'm going to take and put the risotto cake in the center. I pulled the pork tenderloin out of the oven. This has been resting. I'm going to cut nice diagonal line.
Look at that color.
Look at that color.
Just perfect. So the resting allows the juices to stay in.
Come back in and stay in the meat. Also have a quail egg here. We're going to take that and we're going to put that on top.
So nice sunny side up quail egg. I love it.
Sunny side quail up. Yep. I have a spinach coulis. So this is a puree spinach and garlic. And then poached garlic puree. It's just garlic poached in milk. Okay.
Beautiful colors.
We're gonna have a little bit of blueberry salt. We're just gonna sprinkle it all over the plate. A little creme fraiche. I'm gonna put that next to the fritter. And then a little bit of truffle caviar. You, my guest, are going to shave a little bit of fresh truffle just on top of the egg. There we go. Nice.
How's that? Is that enough?
Beautiful. That's enough.
Perfect.
A little garnish with some red currant and a gooseberry.
That is beautiful. So now the intimate dining experience begins, sitting at your table with this incredible dish. Now, I am just dying to pull all of these flavors together.
I'm excited. This is an amazing honor.
So I've got to get a little bit of everything going on here. So
right.
You're gonna get some
truffle and get a little bit of the egg.
Take a little bit of this gorgeous caviar
the
and
truffle
creme
caviar,
fraiche.
yes.
Okay. Oh, perfectly balanced. One of the things that I look for in a dish all the time is making sure that everything works, and everything works. The tenderloin is just cooked to perfection. A perfect sort of medium to medium rare. Your black trumpet risotto fritter is so flavorful.
Thank you.
And it works with the truffle, the spinach puree. Oh, the one thing I didn't get in there is a little bit of that quail egg.
Yolk.
I'm gonna get some of that right there. Breaking the yolk, a little bit. The caul fat is really nice. Really nice, great
It adds
flavor.
a really nice moisture, and it keeps the pork from drying out, and that crunchiness when you brown it in the pan is just amazing.
The poached garlic puree is incredible. Look at how velvety smooth that puree is. It adds so much balance, and it's not roasted either, so you get incredible flavor, but it's soft and subtle. And to go with the spinach coulis, which I think is just brilliant, gorgeous color, and the herbaceousness, just the greens, they just come alive. This is everything that you want in an intimate meal. All the components work individually on their own. All of the flavors together just scream balance and flavor country. Everything about this is full-bodied and flavorful.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for the opportunity to sit here at your table for this intimate dining series. Chef Patrick, thank you. A tremendous honor. You need to get here and you need to check out Chef Patrick Wiese and his intimate dining series. My name is Chef Dan Megna, and this is Hamilton Eats.